For as long as I can remember, these were made by Carlisle Racing, but then BMR bought them out, so I don't know if they're Carlisle 15-inch rear conversion or a BMR 15-inch rear conversion. Either way, they're basically the same thing. They're $2,200 new. You think like $1,500 used?
Sounds like a deal to me.
Solid set. And for reference, if we'd have had the factory rear brakes on this thing, even if they were Z06s, it'd be like $500. Outside of that conversion, though, we really don't have a whole lot in this rear end. We got our axles. They're like $150. We've also got a rear leaf spring. Now, this is a nice low mileage car. We actually would have a little bit more out of this rear end. It actually has the magnetic shocks. They're worth a good bit of money, but this one is, well, it's that. It is disgusting. This guy, it's kind of flopping around. And the joints on these little links were actually decent. That'd be like another $100. But still, between the wheels and all of our suspension, that's another $33.50, which means we only got $400 left in this thing. And more importantly, that we're going to be in the green on the very next part. We got ourselves a killer exhaust on this thing. We got one of, if not the nicest exhaust they make for vets. Got a Corsa, and I thought it was damaged based on the fact that this one was sitting like this, but it turns out right here on the back, it just popped out of this little crossover tube, and it's all still here and actually in great shape. One thing that's kind of interesting on this, though, is base model Corvettes along with Grand Sports came with a 2.5-inch exhaust. So when you're buying an aftermarket exhaust for the Corvette, you can get either 2.5-inch one or a 3-inch if you got a Z06 or ZR1. This definitely looks like 2.5. But the odd part here is the rest of the exhaust has been converted to 3-inch. All the way from the headers back through the X-pipe, it's all 3-inch, which is an upgrade for a base car. And then for whatever reason, they went back down to a 2.5-inch, which is the first time I've seen that. But hey, still worth a ton of money. It's a lot of moving parts. I do have to say the 2.5-inch pipe is way easier to snake out of that hole than the 3-inch versions are. They're a little dirty, but they really weren't affected by the fire at all. So, you see that coloring on there?
Ooh,
these are supposed to be like black chrome, but they're more like rainbow, like an oil slick now.
Yeah. Polishing the tips.
Yeah, there we go. I knew it. I knew that was coming. It took you long enough to get there.
The pipe.
So anyway,
you're doing a great job.
These exhausts are $2,000 new. They're actually in really good shape. It's a huge W, especially considering the factory exhaust is worth basically nothing. We're almost $1,000 in the green at this point. It's basically all house money from here. So it's hard not to be excited about that, right?
Exactly.
And now that was tough and it is about to fall out. Now we get our first look inside our drivetrain, starting with our differential fluid. Ooh. That smells weird, right?
Yeah, like barbecue.
It does smell odd.